Good morning, everyone. We are from NTC and DNG. Today we're gonna deliver a presentation of chapter 7 and 8. So NTC will start the presentation with chapter 7 first. In general, managers usually expect their staff can put more effort and achieve 100% of work with the best productivity. But in fact, managers always have to find a way to hiring, keep the balance between two types of staff. People push for change and people offer stability because each person had their own growth trajectory and their own working plans. Therefore, to recognize and understand those type of people, managers may need some radically candidate to make relationship with them. What can motivate them? How can understand their mind work? Today presentation has 7 main points that show people who are manager find the best way to do. 1. Career conversations. 2. Growth management. 3. Firing. 4. Hiring. 5. Promotions. 6. Reward your rock star. And the last one, avoid absentee management and micromanagement. Now, let's get started to the first part of presentation today. They are career conversations. Having career conversation is a good way to care personally on staff on the team. So the question is, what kind of conversation can be carried out? Conversation 1. Life story. The first conversation is designed to learn what motivates each person who works for you on your team. But do not expect too much to this kind of conversation because you may not find a definitive answer. Remember that by this way, you are just trying to get to know people a little bit better and understand what they care about. Some managers maybe feel discomfort with this kind of conversation because they are thinking that it's so violent when you care too much someone's private life. However, there are two things why we need to pay attention to their life story. The first, most people are very happy to have this conversation as long as it's carried out in an environment of trust and respect. The second, there may be times when you talk on something private and the person you are talking to sign on discomfort. You should respect that. From there, you can avoid sensitive things later. When you're talking to them about some problems in their personal life, you will understand their goal, what can motivate them instead of defining them in the wrong way. For example, someone on the team always said his or her goal is to earn more money. They depend on financial too much. If you talk and share to them, you can know the reason why they need to do that. When you understand what motivates a person and why, you much better able to understand their dreams. Conversation 2. Dreams. Moving from understanding what motivates people to understanding the person's dream. It means what they want to achieve and how they imagine life and it's best to feel. More than describe what people want to achieve, they want boss can hear and give some advice or recommendations for them. The word dreams includes many things in it, not only promotions. Spend time to talk about dreams is a change for manager help people find their opportunity as well as drive them in the direction of those dreams. And of course, it will be more meaningful than ever. Managers can begin this conversation with, what do you want the pinnacle of your career to look like? Ask them to write down names of their dreams. Then you list skills needed below. Show them the importance of each skill. They can see obviously the requirement they need to adapt. Conversation 3. 18-month plans. This chapter also mentions the way managers should do to boost more effort for team. Help people to ask themselves before ask someone else about what they should do to grow up their dream, what they should do to go in the right way of their plans. Once they can recognize what they need to learn next, it will be easier for managers to help them identify opportunity as well as develop their skill. For example, you guide them whom they can learn, Classes they can take, books they can read. Part 2. After three types of career conversation in part 1 to light up opportunity, now we can move to the directly challenge called growth management that you plan for each person on the team. Now is the time for you to take a look on the team. Make sure you understand individual inspiration to put everyone in their right role on the team. So, how can we identify superstar or rock star? As we mentioned at the beginning of the book, whether their growth trajectory is lined up with your requirement and balancing with team or not. Number one, put name in boxes. The first is push those suitable people into correct boxes, as we show on the screen. Now identify people who are doing good but not exceptional. They are majority people. Please look at the middle column. Then identify people who are performing poorly on the left column, but you believe that they can do much better. Finally, on the right column, the hardest part, identify people who are not doing good work as well as not getting any better. To avoid something unfair, you should find someone else to do the same thing. If they put differently, make sure you understand why and make the right decision for the next step. Number 2. Write growth plan. Let's write a plan for each person. It might include from 3 to 5 points, both projects and opportunity. By this way, you can always imagine the growth trajectory overview of your team in mind. Below are 5 questions you can list these that plans. How to boost people who are doing exceptional work. What kind of projects, training course, education can you offer them in advance? What you need to do when the poor performer has something of improvement. Have you pushed someone into wrong roles? Do they need some additional team or exceptional team? Number 3. Don't be an easy grader or hard grader. It's a good idea to compare not lying, good work, not good work, exceptional work. It should show you whether your team belongs between rockstar and superstar or not. Number 4. Ensure finish by level. Ensure finish across level will cultivate growth throughout the organization and avoid unnecessary resentment. Managers usually tend to pay more attention and give high praise for people who have a senior role, but in fact, they also depend on the productivity of people working for them. So, if you are not careful, this may not reflect reality. Number 3. The hiring. When your company has a new period recruitment, definitely you only find who can do the best and will be great at job. But it depends on the job required with one. Or you need a specific ratio of superstar or rockstar on the team. We have a process. In recruitment, hiring process is one of the most important factors. It is an essential part to build a great team in the future. Here are some simple things you may need to make sure you hire the right people to do the job and bring high productivity of work. Step 1. Job description. You based on the role to prepare a suitable job description and required skill for that role and some criteria which fit the team. You also might simply describe your company culture in 3 or 4 words, and whatever you choose, you need to be disciplined. When you interview candidates, mean when you give any word in a job description, you should to add any question to identify the people as suitable to your company culture or not. Step 2. Blind skill assessment can also minimize bias. The hiring version should give interviewees some opportunity to show their ability as much as possible, because someone can do paperwork very well, but others cannot. They need time to show up their skill. You cannot know. Maybe those skills very special that your team needed. This book also recommends you some way to check and find out hidden skill of the candidates. Select ask them for show a problem, do a project, or do skill assessment online. You don't need to spend a lot of time to ask many questions. You just need to see what they can do in reality. Step 3. Use the same interview committee for multiple candidates to allow for meaningful comparisons. Use the same interview committee help you make good decisions by getting multiple perspectives from many people. Besides, it can save you time a lot, more than when you spend time for each individual with the same frame of questions. However, it means you need to be consistent and thoughtful about who interview with whom. Step 4. Casual interview review more about team fit than formal ones. Hiring persons let interviewees develop their own style and help them to create casual moments. This will be more effective than when you strongly put them into formal interview because at that time they have to answer to make you pleasure instead of showing their personality and character. Step 5. Make interview productive by jotting down your thought right away. Remember to write down your feedback recommendations about the candidates while interviewing. It will result better decisions. If you plan to take 1 hour to interview, let's spend last 50 minutes to focus on what you're gonna give feedback and make recommendations. Step 6. Inversion, debrief or decision. If you're not dying hide the person, don't make an offer. Allow yourself to be overruled. If you feel that person should not be hired, the best advice here is to not make an offer. Publish your feedback about the candidates in one interview committee so everyone can read. Part 4. Now it's time for you to think about firing someone when needed. Firing someone is not easy at all, but you should do it when you really need to do, legally or emotionally. But if you do treating as listed below, it will be easy for you, for that person, and for your team. The first, don't wait for too long. There are 4 good reasons to put yourself. 1. To be fair to the person who failed in the work. 2. To be fair to your company. 3. To be fair to yourself. And 4. To be fair to the people who are performing really well. This is the most important thing. The second, don't make decisions independently. You should take the time to get advice from your boss whenever you identify the issue. Don't make decisions alone because you may push your own thinking into it and make wrong decisions. Your thoughts and decisions will be clear when you get advice from your boss, your company, like HR department. It's absolutely right if you can get recommendations from many people who can help you to find a reason to make decisions. The third, give a damn. Think about the way which can make them feel easy, even it can take some risk for you. When you find someone, do it with humility. You should try to find a way which makes everyone feel comfortable when you make decisions. Thus, it's not easy at all, but in fact, it's suitable time you need to decide. Part 5. If you are a boss or a manager, it is very essential when you base on a report or documentation or performance when you want to promote someone to avoid justice for another people. To do it, you should follow 4 things below. 1. Prepare. Make a list of people who you are planning to promote with the justification attack. Of course, when you want to promote someone, at least let everyone be convinced. Review all the information in the meeting. Present your point of view about this promotion, but with your open mind, especially do not bias. 2. Manage the time carefully and don't let argument go on too long. You should go through promotion by level, most senior to least, because the time for you to start promotion plan for senior will take more than junior. 3. Get enough sleep the day before, exercise that morning, and eat a good breakfast. Encourage your team to do the same thing, because you need to have full of energy on that day, as well as good mood to make good decisions about promoting someone. 4. When it's all done, acknowledge how hard the conversations are. If your boss is concerning with making sure that the promotion are, You can always propose to your peer that you get together and calibrate. Part 6. Reward your rock stars. 1. Avoid promotion or status obsession. Sometimes promotion do not change the role, but sometimes really does. When managers promote someone, they will move to higher level. Managers should announce it for everyone to know. However, most of promotion will increase salary, benefit. That's a lot of external validation. Therefore, public promotions is also one way to celebrate that person has done well for a long time to achieve it. 2. Say thank you. Say thank you is simply thing a box should do. A thank you is spread personal gratitude. Should I take a moment to say thank you? It also spread the admiration for great work. Managers should consider whether the thank you should be private or public or not. 3. Gurus. Acknowledge people who are great at their job, as the gurus in their area of expertise. One way, if you want to reward your rock star on your team, give them time to in charge of something, teach someone. By this way, it can define their value and help them to be confident at work. 4. Public presentation. Sometimes managers just focus or they are focused by people who are on step growth trajectory. Therefore, people on gradual growth trajectory feel visible thought they are doing very well. So now it's time for you to create change for them to focus on specific tasks that they can show their ability or talents. Part 7. Avoid absentee management and micromanagement. One of the best ways to keep the people on the team engaged by partnering actively with them. We want to mention 3 examples about management. Firstly, if you want to know and understand well everybody on your team, you should spend time to practice listening instead of talking too much. The ideal way is you hand-on. It means you turn one hand to spot them. Ears don't mean you listen to them, but you still mouth off to respect their idea or opinions. Secondly, an absentee management do not show any curiosity about other people, even those not want to know everything. In contrast, a micromanagement pretend to know everything and what is happening with the team, but actually that manager do not want to find out problem. They just want to show up something like this. A good partner should spend time to find the answer and the way to solve problems. They know when they should accompany everyone, when they should know more about problems. And thirdly, when we talk about goal setting and actively partnership, we set up and do everything together to achieve the goal with the best result. Why absentee management will not set any goals? To let them do everything by yourself without suggestion or idea or recommendation. Besides, a manager who has micromanagement will decide by themselves. They don't have any demand for asking your opinion. As you see, partnership help people grow up and develop individual as well as the role in group. A perfect manager is able to balance between when it should not. In summary, to build a great team as you expected, being a part of the team. You can build a team like that if you have real career conversation with them. You prepare detailed growth plan for them. Besides, you know the way to hire right people or find appropriate people at that right time. To help you understand more how effective when a team works together, we will move to the chapter 8 with conduct by GNG. Thank you for listening.